You can see the thought process on the floor. Real chess match between these two.
Yeah, you can never get caught up with the score early in games like this. I mean, both teams are smart, patient. They know what they're doing out there, and they know what they do well during the whole game. Love watching the game with the minds like this with a little physical play inside, too.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Thompson are the 1 and the 2. Down low, it's Green and Cousins. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Thompson are the 1 and the 2. Down low, it's Green and Cousins. And it's from Durant in at the 3 spot. Misses off the left iron. You can see they'll bring it up for Golden State. Here's Durant. You can see the thought process on the floor. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. It's stolen by Green. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way.
Oh, man, that's the type of play that gets a player and his teammates fired up. Durant gets the contact and still finds a way to hit the shot.
And Kevin Durant, the ultimate get-out-of-jail card for your offense. With his height and shooting touch, get him the ball with the clock running down, and he can make something out of nothing.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And slam dunk by Harris.
When we get a look at what Harris is capable of, when he gets aggressive and attacks the rim, incredible.
Curry kicks to Green. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Harrell, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And you think about how the Warriors attracted Kevin Durant to the team and all these all-stars coexisting. It doesn't always work like that, does it?
No, and I give a lot of credit to Steph Curry, a 2-time league MVP, but he never lets his ego get the best of him. His good-natured calm and sense of serenity kind of set the tone and maybe balance a bit of what Draymond brings to the locker room.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Durant, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Here is Durant. He had a 30-point outing their last game against New Orleans.
And not only that, I mean, if you think about it, he dominated the boards. His energy was incredible. He never stopped working.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The pass to Harrell. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Green. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. His last outing, he had 8 points, 4 on the shot clock. Here's Harrell. And the shot is long.
Something affected him on that shot, and it wasn't the defense.
Pass to Cousins. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And guys, Cousins blindsided fans and players alike by going to Golden State this past offseason. Cousins knew he'd have to take a prove-it type deal when he entered free agency after that Achilles tear. The deal with the Warriors was put together and finalized fast, and kudos to the Warriors front office for striking when the iron was hot.
Thompson finds Curry. Gortat with the block.
Oh, that's just the long wingspan of Gortat. I mean, it's highly effective, especially how he swats away shots.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Here's Bradley. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, you talk about the lockdown individual defenders in this league. Don't forget about Avery Bradley. That's been his calling card from the moment he set foot in the league.
Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Greg, for Bradley, there's some disconnect as far as his defensive impact. You know, the numbers guys will say it doesn't quite match up to his reputation.
Yeah, I mean, more impactful as an on-ball defender than he is as, say, a help defender. Probably a little undersized for an off guard, but his commitment, no doubt, is off the charts.
And so he makes both from the line.
I mean, and at 6'3", Bradley is a plus defender thanks to his quickness and tenacity.
Passes it to Cousins. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Bradley against Curry. From the top of the key. Here's Harrell. Plays it up and banks it in.
Love the grit on the offensive glass. Those are just effort points.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Coach Steve Kerr. Now, these teams are tied 1-1 in the season series, and I asked him what the keys were to winning tonight. He said they have to find a way to get around the rim protection they're about to face. He wants his guys to be aggressive, but smart about the shots they take. We'll see if they have listened to him, Kevin.
David thinks sounds like he's prepped his guys on how to handle this opposing defense.
And no surprise there, because they're facing a team that can win games with its defense. They are an aggressive bunch from the start.
Well, look, you can play with pace, you can play with speed, and still be patient. And that's what this team is going to have to do against this aggressive D. They can't force things. They've got to play smart and in control.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the 3 from Kevin Durant.
The movement and the shot selection are good there, but you can't hit them all.
Curry kicks to Durant. Over Gallinari. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No points in the game yet for him.
And you know what, call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
And that one is good.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, you got to love it. Everything's working. Offense, defense, already a big lead.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the pass to Bradley. In the corner, Harrell with it. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Misses off the right iron.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Gallinari. And it's good, 2 points.
Did anybody see any defensive presence on that play? I mean, he's not going to blow that layup. It was wide open.
Curry kicks to Cousins. He dishes it to Durant. Cousins against Gortat. Lets it go from 11. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
2 shots, gentlemen.
And the Clippers get called for the foul.
And the bruising game of Cousins, nearly impossible to match up with him given his massive size.
And of course, we know about DeMarcus Cousins last season and the torn Achilles. I'm just glad to see him back out on the floor and fully recovered. He's put in a lot of work in terms of rehab to make sure that he could get back to doing what he does best.
And the first one drops. And with Cousins and that injury, never an easy one to come back from.
Yeah, it's true. But fortunately, Cousins has the kind of skill set that he's going to be effective no matter when he's on the floor. And great outside shot, the footwork, very smooth in terms of ball handling for that position. And most of the players who aren't the same after an Achilles tear don't have the same skill set that Cousins possesses. That's why I think he'll be fine once he recovers from this injury.
What makes Cousins successful? You have to be willing to challenge people night in and night out at both ends on the floor.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke. Right? I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
Now here's Williams. 23 points for him the last game against Utah. Poke loose. The drive by Green, and Green slams it in.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Right off the opening tip, they've been relentless, and this style of play can be hard to come back against.
Here's Williams. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. 5 on the clock. Pass to Gallinari. Shoots over Cousins, and it's Gallinari missing. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. The lead is 15, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Kevin Durant. 3rd in free throw shooting, 4th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And he possesses so much confidence when he's at the line. You mentioned his free throw accuracy, 3rd best right now in the NBA, and he's earned it. Iguodala with the steal, and now Iguodala running the floor all by himself.
Oh, such a terrific defender. Iguodala jump-starting that fast break.
Clippers trail by 17. Williams passes to Scott. Williams looking around. Gallinari against Durant. Shot clock at 5. Now, here is Gallinari. Tight defense on him. Durant with some nice D.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Iguodala no good. The Clippers shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. It's stolen by Livingston. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Gallinari against Durant. From outside, off the mark. And it's the Clippers ball, trailing by 17. Last time in Oakland, they lost to the Warriors.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
You think about how many minutes that cost their starters. No question that had an impact on such a close game.
Urebko's checked in for Golden State. Gallinari against Durant. And Gallinari kicks to Beverly. Back to Gallinari. Drills the three-pointer. Gallinari's got his second bucket tonight.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide-open man easily.
Livingston finds Iguodala. Now Urebko. Passes to Livingston. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against New Orleans. And the pass to Williams. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And that's what Beverly does best, a quick passer who distributes the ball incredibly well.
Iguodala outside. Pass to Durant. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
This just in. Durant is special. I mean, how easy the offensive end comes for him. How about this? 3 titles in 4 seasons for the Golden State Warriors. Can't tell me they're not a team of destiny. And for the rest of the league, a formidable obstacle to the O'Brien Trophy.
Now here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. 4 on the clock. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, Could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Here's your Rebco. After the basket by Los Angeles. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Rebco. 13 points for Kevin Durant. And when you look at this Warriors super team, Chris, how long you think they can keep going like this?
Well, let's think about this. Durant and Steph are just turning 30. If they can make the salaries work, which would be tough, but if they can make the salaries work, another half-decade of dominance seems possible.
Gallinari, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The Clippers in the past few seasons, Greg, have completely overhauled their roster. They are making some serious changes here.
Practically nobody from the team 2 years ago is still with the franchise. It was a complete teardown, and they felt they needed to hit the reboot button. Jerry West knows what he's doing, though, and he's done this before with great success.
Well, he's played a smart and strong game. His field goal percentage proves it.
Clippers trail by 15. Now Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Two shots.
First one falls for him.
Well, in overtime, Beverly has established himself as just a defensive specialist, juggernaut, an absolute pest who plays his tail off on both ends of the floor.
Quinn Cook's checked in for Golden State. Both shots good from the stripe. Warriors leading by 13. Pass to Rebco. Back to Cook. He kicks to Rebco. It's Durant on the wing. Gallinari covering. Clock at 6. Fade away. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
I love the attacking mentality of Durant. Look, when he's in the zone, he finds a variety of ways to score buckets on it.
Passes it to Beverly. Launches it. Drills it from outside. Beverly's got 5. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Golden State Warriors. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. Right back after this break. One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond Green speaks about the importance of passion and effort on defense.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's the effort to want to communicate. It's the effort to take that one extra step to help someone. It's an effort to move up one step to get into the...
Well, and he should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Well, yeah, small lead so far, but it's building fast, and they better watch out.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. They've got Iguodala, Looney out there with Rebco, and it's Durant, and it's Cook in at the 1 spot. Here's Harris. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Warriors leading by 10. Iguodala outside. The shot's good from Rebco.
Oh, and with the fast eyes, Iguodala finding the open man.
LA has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Williams kicks to Beverly. There's the pass to Marjanovic. And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for the Clippers. Gortat's checked in for Marjanovic. Avery Bradley comes in for Scott. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And it's the Clippers with the ball. A 12-point game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gortat. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, look, I just like how Gortat is using his size inside. He has a wonderful touch on these interior shots.
Cook kicks to Jerebko. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. There's the dish to Durant. No good from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Durant sends it back.
Well, you're not going to sneak that shot past Durant, not with the reach that he has.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. Here is Cook, following the score by Avery Bradley. Here's Iguodala. It's rebounded by Lou Williams. Clippers trail by 8.
You know, there are certain players who just seem to have a knack for putting the ball in the basket. Lou Williams is in that category.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. 17 points was their biggest margin. Now here's Jerebko, guarded by Harris. Here's Durant. It's hauled in by Harris. And Lou Williams, not the biggest, not the most athletic, but Greggy finds ways to score.
Yeah, you know, whether he's creating space or creating contact, very few play that cat and mouse game better than Lou Williams.
You know, for years, the adage has been that, C-Web, big men take longer to develop than other positions. Does that still ring true today?
I don't think so. I think today the point guard position, because the point guard position is the toughest position in the game. I think when the big men did take the longest to develop, it was because the big man position, the center and power forward, were the toughest, and that's kind of changed. Cat and B didn't take very long to develop. Big men coming to the league, they're more polished now, and I think the fact that the coaches are the coaching, the skill sets now are so much more alike that guys can make an easier adjustment into the game because they've been playing their game and adjusting a lot longer than maybe the players before that had to find a different role once they entered into the pros.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Harrell's checked in. Different look here for the Warriors. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Looney. Draymond Green comes in for Jerebko. Thompson, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Andre Iguodala. Warriors leading by 4. Cook kicks to Green. Cook, the pass to Thompson. Golden State moving it around. And that one's good. Cousins.
And you see the recognition. Thompson, dependable at getting it to the open man.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Pass to Bradley. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Gortat trying to break loose, and Bradley gets it to go. Bradley's got 4 points this quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Cook kicks to Thompson. Over Harris. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bradley deciding where to go with it. Shot from the top of the key. And too long on the shot. The Warriors leading. Curry from deep three-point land. The Clippers grab the miss. Gortat's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Bradley. Thompson against Harris. Here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Yeah, fellas, a putback like that is always a big swing, not just in terms of points, but the momentum, too.
Bradley with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Bradley against Curry. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Golden State gets called for the foul. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First one falls for him. That one drops. He ties it up. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Curry finds Thompson. Curry against Bradley. Back to Thompson from downtown. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Thompson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Harrell. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Shaun Livingston, he's checked in for Quinn Cook. Here's Harrell. 11 points for him in that last game against Utah.
And there was a lot he gave him on that other end of the floor. Don't forget about that. His defense was a big factor. He ended up with 3 steals.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip.
When you have a 4-man with this kind of vision and the unselfishness to go with it, unreal advantage. Draymond Green getting it done.
Down low. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
And they had a ton of missed opportunities at the foul line. That's always a game changer.
It's almost like a field goal kicker missing after all the hard work is put in. It's just a frustrating way to go down.
Now here's Bradley following the miss by Draymond Green.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
We know the guys who can fill it up are in high demand. A lot of guys, Chris, in this game with instant offense.
Oh, I'm flying. These are all guys I give it to them and say, I don't care how, just go get me a bucket.
That one misses. Golden State's gone. Free throw good. Livingston.
Well, if you think about Shaun Livingston's career, you know how close it came to ending. A knee injury so severe that doctors considered amputation. But he never gave up, and he made it back.
Livingston hits both of them. And C-Webb, Livingston's story. So many extremes, from a young franchise cornerstone with the Clippers to wondering if he'd ever be able to play again, ever be able to walk again.
Yeah, he fought his way through. I mean, first a journeyman bouncing around 8 or 9 teams, and then a key factor for the Warriors championship team. I mean, you could make a movie about it. That's how dramatic it is.
Shot clock at 3. A 3 from Bradley, and it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, because you're spread out. It could be difficult to contest these shots. but not for him. A really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
Unloads from 13. Bradley can't get it to go.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
Green taking his time here. Now here's Livingston, guarded by Bradley. Curry with it. Coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. Now here is Harris. Outside Bradley. Pass to Harrell. In the corner, it's Harris. Over Thompson. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Tobias Harris.
Are you kidding me? How huge is it to have a player as calm as Harris when the shot clock is winding down? He just finds ways to get free and get a quality look up in time.
Livingston passes to Thompson. The 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Thompson's got 6 here in this quarter.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Gortat. Alinari comes in for Montrezl Harrell. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Bradley. Now here's Curry. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game. Here's Cousins. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one.
The bruising power of Cousins. Once he gets in prime position, he goes straight to work.
Marjanovic against Cousins. Fades. That one's not going to go. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. Steph Curry, of course, a 2-time MVP. If there's one area he can still improve on, though, Chris, I think Coach Kerr would say it's limiting his turnovers.
Well, we forget Steph was a shooting guard up until his final season in college. I mean, he made incredible strides as a ball handler, but that recognition of what passes to avoid still developed.
And that one falls for Cousins. And right around this time of the year, some teams spending long stretches on the road. Chris, that's difficult. It's got to be tough, I would assume, for players to deal with that, teams to deal with that.
It does get tough. Long road trips, travel, you're staying home from your family, you haven't seen your family and your friends. But I tell you what it does as a team. Coaches love it because it builds camaraderie, it builds chemistry. Now you have time to go to the movies and hang out with guys on your team at a restaurant or just hanging out. And what does that do? It brings you a little bit closer together because now you're building a relationship that's not based on basketball. These long road trips allow you to be together, to get to understand and know each other in ways maybe you haven't before. And believe me, there's been many times on the court I've joked with the guy on my team about something that had nothing to do with the game, and it brought us to even play harder because we had an inside joke about something else. Who wouldn't want to play with their friends, right? Who wouldn't want their friends to challenge them? And that's the type of relationships you build on these long road trips.
Here's Marjanovic. Following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Shots good by Williams.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Curry kicks to Green. Thompson up top. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
I like how Curry shoots that one in rhythm. No need to force the issue.
Now here's Williams. He has 5. Gallinari outside. Over Green. Goes back up. That shot missing. Good D by Thompson.
Even that close to the bucket, that's a very tough finish in that kind of traffic.
Over Beverly. The shot by Curry, no good.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
Now here's Beverly. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Well, that's what they want to see out of Beverly. Decisive basketball, nice, aggressive drive to the cup.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Inside, it's tipped. Beverly against Curry. Over Beverly, and hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track. 6 points for Steph Curry.
Oh, it's just an art form, really. The way Curry can square up and release all in one motion.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 17 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 block. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
I'll tell you what happened in the first half. Kevin, D-U-R-A-N, I don't know how to spell it, but Kevin Durant. We know about his length. We now know he's a lot stronger.
And that'll do.
That's a great look at the glistening Staples Center on a typical bright sunny day here in Southern California. Welcome back to Los Angeles. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
His points production thus far, off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters, just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, right. I mean, the defense hasn't had an answer for this guy yet. Just too skilled, too driven this far.
Harris and Gortat are up front. Gilgeous-Alexander and Bradley pair up at the 1 and the 2. And it's Gallinari in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks to Harris. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Well, throughout Harris's career, he has worked on building up his body, putting that added strength to good use on these tough finishes.
Durant just inside the line. Misses, and he wants that one back. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, the Clippers have hit the reset button, and you wonder how that affects their head coach, Doc Rivers. Now, he seemed reluctant to lead a rebuild with the Celtics, but he's on board doing it with the Clippers. Even though the Clippers relieved him of his title of president of basketball operations in 2017, Rivers has just signed a new extension that will keep him coaching the team for the next few years. Kevin?
Well, if nothing else, D.A., he has guided them through some pretty dark hours. Thank you. Here's Cousins. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. To the inside, Harris. Tobias Harris in his 8th season in the NBA and still just 26 years old.
Yeah, I mean, 1 season at Tennessee, and he has slowly but steadily improved each year. And, you know, he's gotten stronger, more consistent with his long-range shooting, and he's found his calling as one of those prototype small ball fours.
That's good from Harris.
Oh, wow. And Harris is a guy that really offers a ton of versatility. He can play both forward spots and is an efficient scorer from just about anywhere.
And Harris drops them both.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
Now here's Curry. D right on him. Out to Thompson. There's the three. Knocks down the three ball. Thompson's got his third basket of the night right there.
You're always going to find Thompson among the league leaders in three-point percentage. That's a shot they want him to take.
It's Bradley on the wing. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander from 17 feet out, and that one drops for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points.
They've been very sharp to start the half. A perfect 4 for 4 from the field.
Curry finds Durant. Here's Green. It's Curry outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 4th assist in this one. Clippers trail by 8. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. There's the pass to Bradley. Three-pointer on the way. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 7 rebounds in the game. Curry dishes to Durant. Buries it down low. Durant's got 19 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, their goal was to limit their turnovers. I mean, they've wasted way too many possessions with giveaways.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Cousins. Jerebko comes in for Green, and it's Iguodala in for Thompson. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Harris passes to Gortat, and it's Gortat finishing it off.
But when being that Gortat is almost 7 feet tall, he's a threat to dunk. I like seeing him get off the ground before the D can react.
Bradley against Iguodala. Outside Durant. Jerebko kicks to Iguodala. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Just 5 on the clock. On its way from Curry for 2. Off the left rim and out.
He's trying to help him add to this lead, but he just can't find his touch.
To the paint, here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
And it's not difficult to see the potential that Harris has. I mean, he's a guy that can do just about everything out there on the floor.
Pass to Jerebko. Here's Curry with the 3. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Harris drives in. It's stolen by Jerebko. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's Iguodala. Gortat with the block. They get it back. That one drops for him. Clippers trail by 8. On the wing, Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, man, it's not easy to slow down Harris when he gets on a roll. I mean, he has the ability to light it up from pretty much any spot.
The Warriors have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Curry looking it over. On the wing, Iguodala. 5 on the clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And you look at Andre Iguodala, the first ever player to win a Finals MVP without starting a single game in the regular season.
That tells you something about his unselfishness and, at the same time, his under-the-radar impact on winning. His willingness to accept that six-man role right from the beginning, I really feel helped set the tone in that Warriors locker room.
Oh, he turns it up. And though Iguodala has become a long-range shooting threat, he still managed to struggle from the line.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Warriors also with a sub. Quinn Cook's checked in for Curry. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. To the paint. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Durant, the pass to Looney. Back to Durant. Over Harris. And the Warriors miss again. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 5. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. And that one's good by Gortat. Gortat's got 6.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Here's Looney. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Iguodala. Count it. Iguodala's got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, the concentration of Iguodala allows him to score with the hand in the face.
Harris outside. Outside Bradley. From outside the arc. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got his 3rd assist on the night. Golden State's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Durant wide open. He fires. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Passes it to Gortat. To the paint, Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
I mean, it helps to have a big man who can pass it. Gortat, he's so good at connecting with his teammates.
Warriors leading by 3. Cook kicks to Jerebko. Back to Cook. In the corner, Iguodala with it. The pass to Jerebko. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. The Warriors have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And Los Angeles with some changes. Mike Scott's checked in for Gortat. Williams comes in for Bradley. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. To the inside. And slam dunk by Harris.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? The feed now to Durant. Iguodala deciding where to go with it. In the corner, Cook with it. Takes the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Warriors lead by 6.
Well, that's a look they always want him to take, because if he's got the space, he's got the green light.
From deep, Williams. The offensive rebound. Harrell, a second chance effort. And that one, good. Harrell's got 7.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
It's Durant on the wing, guarded by Harris. Durant against Harris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, the defender overreaches right there. Durant recognizes it and quickly baits him into the hat.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Oh, the skill, length, the time. Durant, he's special in all those categories. He can dominate on both ends.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And as great of a free throw shooter as he is, it's still a part of his game. He works very hard at it.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. Williams inside. He's covered by Livingston. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 4 points with the bucket from Williams. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. And here's Livingston. He's got 6. Now Durant. Some solid defense from Harris. Left side, Williams. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Warriors leading by 4. Feeds to Durant. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. And it's now 26 points for Kevin Durant.
Oh, and a nice look by Livingston, keeping his eyes up. Locates the man.
Williams finds Scott. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Harris against Iguodala. Here's Williams. Again, Williams missing.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole. Beautiful lead pass. The finisher never has to break stride.
Clippers trail by 8. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. He can't get it to go.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
I mean, truth is, if you play long enough, sometimes you're going to have a bad quarter, even a bad game. I doubt that this shakes his confidence.
Now here's Beverly. He's covered by Livingston. Harrell dishes to Williams. The Clippers rebound. Will it go? And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And it seems like we've seen more and more of these guys in recent years. Big men who can shoot the 3. Over the last month, these have been the best of them. Tobias Harris, number 1.
Well, he has such a phenomenal touch from long range. For a player at any position, forget about just among the big men.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Marjanovic checked in for the Clippers. Golden State also making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Jerebko. Draymond Green comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Klay Thompson in for Quinn Cook. Impressive fadeaway right there. Thompson's got 11 points.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, yeah, up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
And Durant comes to help. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Warriors with possession here. Warriors leading by 13. Livingston passes to Thompson. And Cousins kicks to Thompson. Pass to Green. It's stolen by Marjanovic. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Over in the corner, Beverly. Trying to get something going. Nailed from three-point land. 10 points for him.
And Beverly has wonderful moves and has a great stroke from downtown. Gotta love how he rises up with plenty of confidence.
Livingston with it. Pass to Durant. With 2 seconds left. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
The great ones do this. When Kevin Durant gains an advantage inside, you know he's aiming to score or get fouled.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Two shots.
The first one falls. The Warriors making a switch here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's the Golden State Warriors, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Down low, it's Green and Cousins. Thompson and Durant fill out the perimeter. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. And that one's good. Durant
Drills his third 3 of the half. I mean, that's 15 points from long range for him today.
passes it to Gallinari. Dishes it to Harris. And Cousins comes over to help, and it's Cousins with a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so here are the Clippers. 15-point game. Beverly finds Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Give the loose D an assist on that one. Get a body on him.
Shoots a fader. That one a little long.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Down low. Here's Scott. The Warriors pull it in. Cousins has got 8 rebounds in this game. Green inside. Harris is there. This one for 3. And there's Cousins. That's good on the assist by Green. Green's got assist number 5 here tonight. On the wing, Williams. He's covered by Thompson. Gallinari against Durant. Now, here is Gallinari. He's guarded closely. Clock at 4. Drains the 19-footer. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Outside Curry. He feeds it to Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 7th assist in the game.
With the second half he's having, I mean, his field goal percentage is way up there.
Gallinari on the wing. Durant with the steal. Thompson from long range. And another 3 for Golden State.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
Stacks on stacks on stacks. They're looking to stack up some points. They've gotten into a nice groove from out there.
Here's Beverly. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Beverly's a guy who loves physical contact. He really tries his best to absorb the contact on his shots to draw these fouls.
That's good from Beverly. So, for the Clippers, Gortat's checked in for Mike Scott, and Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Williams. Both free throws good from Beverly.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. He dishes it to Thompson. And it's off from three-point range. Clippers trail by 17. Here's Beverly. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. The pass to Curry. It's Durant on the wing. Gallinari covering. That one good for 2. And that's 11 points for Steph Curry.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
It's his shooting that's kept them out of an even deeper hole.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Harris. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Oh, what a gorgeous-looking jumper from Harris. He has put a ton of work into his shooting in the offseason since he came into the league.
Here's Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists now tonight.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Green against Harris. They double him with Green. And again, Tobias Harris. Harris has got 31 points.
They're going to be relying on him here late. I mean, just think about it. Hoping to come from behind, he just needs to keep doing what he's been doing.
Curry passes to Durant. Back to Curry. The 3. Drills the three-pointer. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Kicks it to Gortat. The dish to Gallinari. Just 5 on the clock. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
You must know that Durant is looking to score off the pass. He has such a quick trigger.
Clippers trail by 20. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Beverly, and Thompson sends it back. Green inside, guarded by Harris. And there's Green on the assist by Curry.
One of the more multi-purpose players you'll find. I mean, Green can score from anywhere on the court.
And Gallinari kicks to Harris. Oh, the lob to Gallinari. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. On the wing, Thompson to the middle. No good on the shot. Gortat with the defensive effort. And it's Cousins with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. We know that stars, especially superstars, get some level of benefit from the refs. What do you think of that? Is that good for the game?
I think the refs should always be fair. I think, yes, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt if you're James Harden. and you can cross everyone over and you get 10 free throws a game. He earns those most nights. But, yeah, it's going to be some nights in which he gets a call or two here because as an offensive player, you want to be so aggressive that you put the referees in a tough position to make a tough call and to see what that was. Fans want to see the best players play, not sit. So you have to be judicious with how far you go, but just sometimes slip in the tendencies. I used to get so mad when all I would do is go challenge a shot. The human kickstand would kick his leg out. The ref would say I fouled him. I didn't foul him. And the best actor in the world would get to go to the line, get a 4-pointer. And okay, Caleb, what was the question again? Stars. Oh, superstars getting.
I don't know. Let's stop. Let's stop. Golden State's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Cousins against Gallinari. Curry outside. And no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Curry. Lays it up off the glass.
He's made the most of the halftime break. He shook off the problems he had in the first half, and he started to settle in.
He kicks to Cousins. You know, the NBA has cracked down on flopping. It's still part of the game, but C-Webb, would you agree that progress has been made in that area?
Yeah, I think so, and I'd like to blame a lot of my European players for bringing that over along with soccer. Soccer with the flopping and that, and we've kind of taken away. And I know a little bit about flopping. We had some floppers on my Sacramento team, and so flopping is frustrating. You don't want to see that. You want to see guys earn it. This isn't soccer or football, and so I think the league has done a very good job, whether it was trying to find guys early or just embarrass you and say, hey, you're shacking the fool. Get up right now. No one touched you. Why did you flop or act like you were hit and move 10 feet back on the side? I hate flopping. But then again, you must embellish. You must be a good actor. You've got to put the referees in a tough position to make a good call. How do you find that balance? But I think the NBA has done a good job of making sure that it isn't encouraged and isn't rewarded.
Clock at 6, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Tuesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for that game against the Bulls, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And it's Green missing.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Curry.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Pass to Cousins. Last year, the NBA moved the trade deadline to before the All-Star break, C-Webb. Did you like that decision?
It caused teams to make trade decisions much sooner, and I like that. But I don't like the fact that maybe if, let's say, I'm a fan of Utah Jazz, and you trade the player that we love so much, and he's an all-star, and I can't root for him as a Utah Jazz fan. So as a fan, it gets a little bit tricky because that's still my player, and I want to celebrate with this guy at the all-star break, but maybe I can't. But I think that what it does is it makes the teams much more competitive because no longer can you sit back and wait and have the time you could before to think as much as you could. Now you have to make a decision on who your team is, the identity, and do you want to get better now or take the risk now? And I think it's put some teams on the hot seat, and I like seeing teams on the hot seat having to make decisions quickly.
Takes it from 10, and that one's good. Marjanovic. Warriors shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Livingston kicks it to Looney. Pass to Cook. Golden State moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, Iguodala. And another 3 for Golden State.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first 2 quarters.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Iguodala. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 19-6 run.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out their record tonight, it'll mark win number 32 overall.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kevin Durant.
He was too much for them to deal with tonight. Plain and simple. They tried all sorts of ways to contain him, and nothing worked.
Here's Livingston, and another basket for Golden State.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
At this point, it's just icing on the cake. Terrific run, closes it out.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here is Cook. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final.